Alright, back on the Crew Motorfest Fan Ultimate Contest. This is made by Ivory Tower. So there's 4 things I currently can't do. There's actually only 2 fuel codes I need to buy, however, I'm only going to buy one of them. This is the fuel code I'm going to buy. The bundle is going to cost me 1.1 million, which I can afford, however, it's not going to leave me with much left over. And there is a playlist out that I will be playing at some point, and I might need to buy a fuel code for it, I don't know. So I kind of want to save my money just in case. No, I think I'm going to go for this colourway. I don't know if I've actually got another fuel coat in that colour, so we'll go for it. I get a choice of rims as well. We'll go for these ones. That's 295k spent on an Ivory Tower IVT Falcon S1000. We'll jump into the first event. This is the Language of Dirt. We're using an Ivory Tower Ogmios Rally Spec 2025. I hope I've said that right. We are being loaned the vehicle. Okay, it's outrun the clock. Okay, I was about to say that it's just me. But it's just me because it's a specific mode. It's not a race. Okay, so I get 7 seconds when I go for the checkpoints. Usually it's normally 10. Wait, is it 10? No, I think it's normally like 15 seconds. But I think it depends on the event. Like how fast the vehicle is, how long the event is, how far the distance between the checkpoints is as well. You know what I can boost. I've been playing Forza Horizon 5 recently, as well as the summit contest I did in the last summit. I'll try to say that again. Not only from playing Forza Horizon 5, but also the last summit contest in the Crew Motorfest, I couldn't boost in. So it feels weird being able to boost again, so I'm going to remember that I can actually do it. I do need to find better places so for the boost, because right now they're quite short roads. I hope I'm doing this at decent speed. 45% through already. I really hate these tight corners though. U-turns, I hate them. They come up so often in this game, it's unreal. Don't want to steer that much, just a little bit. I've cut the corner a bit. It's fine, we got away with that. I can't see that tree in my way. Okay, here's a bit of the boost here. I really didn't need to go around the corner, I could just went straight to it. Get the checkpoint, turn around, get the checkpoint on this side. More driving's a bit all over the place right now. This, I've been looking at time being like, I'm only like 36 seconds into this event, how does that happen? Feels longer than that. It's because it is longer than that, it's because it's not the actual time of the event, it's how long I've got left. Finish line. I guess I had 32 seconds left on the clock. 2 minutes 56. First event of the night. Is it going to be a good score? You know, 81,000, yeah, we'll take it. It's a decent enough score, especially on our first attempt. Up next we have Divine Transformation. For this one we are using an Ivory Tower Asus 2024. Oh, and we get to pick we select a second car as well, which is also an Ivory Tower Asus. This one is the Stealth Edition. 4 minutes 23, okay. So both vehicles are loaned. I have a feeling I might own one of them. I think. Not completely sure. Okay, these rows are definitely better for using the boost. That's for sure. I need to brake for this corner. So since I had to pick a second car, well, select the second car, I didn't get to pick it. We will change vehicle at some point of the race. It says progression, so I'm assuming it'll be about 50% through. No, sometimes when it's laps, it might do like the first lap in one car, the second lap in the second car. But since it's progression, I'm assuming it'll be about 50% through the race. We switch. It'll probably automatically change when we go for the checkpoint. Oh no, that's not good. Okay, it's very easy to oversteer apparently. Trying to do a sharp, tight corner, and the car just spun. My driving ain't very good right now. Here's my boost, and then we are switching into the other car. 54% through. Okay, so pretty much exactly halfway through. Okay, this car feels faster than the last one. I don't know if it's because it's actually more on my screen that I'm driving past rather than it just being a cliff edge and water. It's actual trees and buildings that make it look like I'm going faster. Oh, there's a finish line there. I feel like we're in the second car for a lot less than we were in the first one for. That might not be the case. 2 minutes 55. Definitely beat the objective. 4 minutes 23. We get... Really? That? I thought I'd done better than that. I think I maybe 1 or 2 times where I messed up a little bit. Crashed into a stone wall and almost oversteered. But other than that, I don't really see how I messed up that much to only get that amount of points. We'll move on to the next one for now, and I might go back to it depending on the scores for the other events. But for now, let's move on to Hercules of the Street. For this one, we are using Ivory Tower Ogmios 2025. Okay, here we go. We actually have an actual race this time around. And it's 3 laps as well. Okay. See if I can fight through this group of cars. Got a little bit for the corner, brake a lot more for this one. Didn't actually realise it's essentially a U-turn. Even though it's technically just 2 turns, it felt like a U-turn. I guess it technically was, it just wasn't one smooth curve. I'm in first, this is great. Hopefully we stay in first in the full race. It's just my boost. Have I done this event again before? I probably have. But I've done so many events, and it's been so many events where I've done the event multiple times. And there's also a bunch of events that overlap and have the same track area as other races. So it can be hard to tell sometimes if I've already done it. Either in a simple contest or just for like a playlist. I think I'm going quite slow right now. I think I'm not boosting enough. These laps seem quite big. I'm a minute and a half through and that's us just reaching the finish line. See if we can cut off any time for the second lap, but steer right please. There we go, the second lap has been completed. I think we're about a little bit faster in the second lap than we were in the first, but I don't think there's actually much of a difference. Now there we go, finish line. 3 laps done, 4 minutes 29. I think that works out faster than my first attempt, just a little bit, not by much so. So for that one we got 84,000 points, we'll take it, that's a good score. Up next we have Leaving the Nest. For the next event we are using an Ivory Tower IBT Falcon S1000, this is the one I bought, let's put upgrades on it. Okay, another race, but there's only 4 in this race. Probably because it's off-road, that does happen quite a lot. In off-road events where there's less cars. Oh! I'm surprised I survived that, that was a lot steeper than I was expecting. Just my boost a bit here, try to catch up. Make a little bit for the corners. If I had cut the corners I might not need brake. But thankfully it's worked out for me. There we go. Big jump. Still falling. There we go. Okay, steer to the left. I am not doing very well driving this thing at all. Every time I feel like I'm going to go into corner no problem, I end up going and hitting the banisters off the side of the road. This is going to be an awful run. I keep going off track. You can't be too far away from the finish line now. I thought I missed that rock, but apparently I didn't. Apparently I still hit it. I'll break a bit more than that. We go in this corner. Okay, don't steal that much. Finish line in front of us, 3 minutes 24? Yeah, 24. I think that's going to be an awful time. feel like I was going very slow. I barely used my boost. Yeah, that's awful. Alright, we'll give this another go. See if we can get more than 30,000 points, because that's an awful run. That's just, I would accept like the 80k plus, that's fine. Of course I'd rather more than that, but 80k plus, happy with that. But 30k is far too low. If I can't speak. If I do it a few times and I can't get any higher than like 50k, then I'll need to accept the score. But for 30k points, yeah, I'm definitely redoing it. Let's not mess up nearly as much this time. So I eventually land. There we go. That bounce was awful. Came to like a dead stop as well. Right, let's use my boost. Should I go off this bit? Okay, that's fine. All the bumps in the road is making it very difficult. What was that? I still made the checkpoint, although I don't know what just happened there. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to redo it. Finish line's coming up. It's the next point here. Let's use the boost. Right, that's got to be a much better time. I can't remember what time also. Was it 3 minutes or something? Okay, that is a much better score. 83,000 points, we're happy to take that. Get on to the next and the final race, before I only got the 2 skill events after this. This is Demonstration of Velocity. This one we are using an Alpha GP car. This is Ivory Tower IPT AGP R07 2023. And I do actually own this vehicle, it is maxed out. This is actually the Alpha car that I use like majority of the time. Especially for like, not just Alpha races, like there's not, like I'll always pick this one over the others if I get a choice. But also for like slaloms and what's the other ones? Speed traps are normally quite good for us as well. And depending on the terrain and the road layout, the escape is not normally quite good for this car as well. Just because you can go at like such a high speed, accelerate so much faster than you do in other cars to that high speed. Okay, I was steering there, but it just barely steered, even though I didn't actually need to brake. Get in front of the car. Brake, 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 brake. And the brakes are very good in this car as well. What's very helpful for the slalom is you can weave in and out of like tight like corners. Well, cones. Without it having to slow down far too much, like you would do in a street car or a hypercar. So 40% through here. I don't know if I have a feeling I kind of recognise this race. If it's the one I'm thinking of, it's actually like 2 laps, but it doesn't say laps for some reason. Right, no, I don't think it is. I don't recognise it anymore. Use my boost, I'm barely using it. And I've been through so much this race where I've had plenty of boost and I've just not used it because I've either forgotten to use it, it's no cross my mind, or it's just not been the right spot to use it. Oh, finish line. Straight ahead. First place of course, 2 minutes 59 seconds. And it's 90,000 points, that is much better, I'll take it. We're going to the skill events and we'll do the speed trap first. Okay, so I get to pick which vehicle I want to use. It has to be an Ivory Tower vehicle. But I think the best chance most likely is an Alpha GP. As long as we're not on grass. That is, and it doesn't seem like it. Okay, we'll go from here, just see what score I get from that distance. 325 points better one, that's oh, okay, that's 92,000 points. I'm going to do it again. This time I'm going to go a bit further back. Build up my pace before I use my boost. So then that way, when I use it, I'm already going at a higher speed. So I should, in theory, get a higher score as well. Is it higher? It is higher. 135,000 points. So much better. That's a great score. And it balances out for how bad that score is. The question is, will I continue into the slalom? Let's find out. First one we need to use Ivory Tower, IVT Falcon S1000, the one that I bought at the start of the video. Okay, for the slam, let's see how this vehicle's gonna do. Just my boost a bit here, build up my pace. I don't know the points, the way I'm going. Oh, what was that? I don't know why that steers so much like that. Right, it kept steering to the right. Why is that still steering to the left? Get on the road. Oh my god, this is awful. Get on the road. You can't do sharp tight corners without almost spinning out. I mean, we got the objective. 8,000 is normally a good score. Okay, that's fine. 103,000 points will take that. I felt like that was awful. Just because of the corners that I almost spun out on. If I didn't almost spin out, I probably would have gotten... Well, I would have gotten more points than that because I would have done it a bit faster. But we'll take that score, that's great. Happily take over 100,000 points on any event, any day. That is all the events done that I can actually do. That currently leaves us in gold of 645,744 points and 22,249. There's still 5 days left. I will most likely drop into silver. I always do. I don't actually know if I've actually gotten gold yet in the Motorfest. That's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you tomorrow for another video. See ya.